Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox healer. How are you? Let me see as to whether I can actually get this to work or not. You are very welcome here. Hopefully you can see me. And maybe you can't see me. No, you maybe can't see me. Hopefully you can see me now. My name is Jen. As I said, I am the Unorthodox healer. You are very welcome. I think that there might be a little delay in me talking to you and it actually coming out on the screen, but we are here. This is my first live and it is a pendulum reading, and I love doing pendulum readings. I'm fonder of pendulum readings because the universe just gives you a clear answer rather than tarot cards, which are potentially, open to interpretation from the reader. And I have something called aphantasia, which means that I don't have a mind's eye. So when I read tarot cards, it is a benefit to me because I'm not going to be telling you anything that is, in my head, because I don't have an imagination, which probably if you have an imagination, you might find quite strange. But it's a bonus when you're doing tarot readings because the actual, when I'm giving you information, it's legitimate. It's not made up. It's not something that I've been thinking about in my head. It's literally, the universe giving me the information. So today I have the first live. I've got a pendulum mat here. Should you want to have a question answered, then you are more than welcome. You can do that by, I think it's super thanks or super chat or something like that. So I've got my computer set up, but in the meantime, because probably nobody knows that I'm here, I'm just going to do some pendulum readings. Let's see if anybody wants to come online. So the chart that we have here, which is still wonky, I do apologise, is based on what Spirit recommends that you do today. So we shall see as to what we get. Now, I do two different ways of moving the pendulum. Typically when I'm doing a chart like this, then I will start off in a vertical position and then let the pendulum move as it sees fit. Today, I'm going to rotate it and we're going to see as to what the universe says you should be focusing on today. I only channel the purest, lightest, whitest spirits. I channel them through myself. And it channels down into the pendulum. And like I was saying at the start of this live, it's a really powerful thing because pendulums just give you the information. It's not open to interpretation. It's not open to the reader making stuff up, giving their own opinion on something. Now you can see my hand moving slightly. That's literally just because there is a movement in the pendulum below. And so it does mean that my hand does actually move a tiny bit, but it does not influence the reading at all. So you can see that the universe has spoken, and it is saying today that you need to read a book. So what book is it that you're going to read? I actually have a chart here, which is a chart which has various self-help books on it. I'm going to ask the universe again. I'm going to stay with reading a book. I'm going to ask the universe as to whether there are other items on here that we should be doing today, that we should be focusing on. Again, you're very, very close to my hand there where the camera is. But hopefully you can see that there isn't any movement there. It's just reacting to the rotation of the pendulum below me. And you can see that it is moving around the chart. Still continuing to move around. But just for information, my pendulum readings when I'm going using a chart, for some reason the pendulum always moves round to the left and then moves back round the other way. I don't know why that happens, but it's the way that my pendulum works. So the pendulum has stopped, and hopefully you can see that I think that the camera is perhaps slightly misaligned, but hopefully you can see that that is actually pointing to walk the dog. Anything else? So we have read a book, walk the dog, if you obviously have one. And I think you can see more clearly there that also the universe is telling you that you need to do a declutter. Pendulums are incredibly powerful, and I hope that you're enjoying getting a little bit of an insight into the world that is the pendulum. Now, the next chart that I have, which is still wonky, and it's going to drive me slightly crazy if I don't get it straightened out. There is a delay on this a little bit. I still need to move it slightly, don't I? Am I going the right way? The next we have is another self-help chart, and we shall start to rotate the pendulum around it. So you can see that the options that we have are connect with nature, walk in woods, walk by the sea, meditation, gratitude list, visualization, detox diet, declutter, be creative, eat raw foods, drink more water and keep hydrated, do breathing exercises, do yoga, do tai chi, and just do general exercise. I should say, whilst the pendulum is moving, that you can check out the pinned video on my YouTube channel, which will give you a link to a specific video which gives you more information on the pendulum work that I do, and it also sends you a link to Ko-fi where you can have your own personalized pendulum report created for you. You don't have to be here, you just have to pretty much, I can just tune into your energy through the pendulum, and depending on how much it finds, I use about 120, 150 different charts, and it produces between a A4 report of 12 or 15 pages. The pendulum is still moving. She'll see as to whether, okay, hopefully you can see. I will just move that a little bit nearer because it's not showing up. I just need to change my camera angle when I do another one of these, but hopefully there you go, you can see that detox diet is something that the universe is recommending for you today. If you've perhaps had a little bit too much excess over the festive season or the holidays, whatever it is that you've been celebrating, then the detox diet is something that the universe is recommending for you. Is there anything else? It's already mentioned declutter. It may not give us that one again. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you would like us to be focusing on? Let's see as to what we get, if anything. If the pendulum doesn't move particularly quickly, it just says that that's all it wants you to be focusing on. And you can see that the pendulum would have started shifting by now if it was going to. So from this chart, it is recommending that you look into following a detox diet. I hope that's been useful for you. Again, if you tune in and you would like to have a bespoke pendulum reading for yourself, then you don't have to tell me the question or what it is that you need assistance with. You can just literally give me some super thanks, and then if you concentrate on the question, I will ask the universe and we will see as to what we get as an answer. So today, because this is just a test, we will be asking the pendulum to give a yes or no answer. So if you are tuning in, if you are tuning into this after the live is finished, this is a answer to your question. So sit quietly, think about what it is. This is for the collective, obviously, and it is based on the energy at the time. Make your question as unambiguous as possible so that there is no grey areas as to what the universe is saying yes or no to. The pendulum is only as good as the energy that it uses, but also it's only as good as the question that you ask it. And a question, if it's based on a question that hasn't happened yet, again, that is something which, as I said, it's based on the energy now. That doesn't mean that it is set in stone. People have their own choice as well. They have their own free will. So as much as the universe might say this might happen, it will happen, it won't happen. If it's relating to another person, they have their free will. And in a day's time, that yes or no might change because the energy has changed. Now the universe today, and it is the 5th of January, the universe today as you'll be able to see there, has said that the answer is no. And now no is never no in the pendulum world. No means not now. Means that the timing isn't right, the stars are not aligned, that the energetically this isn't the time to be doing whatever it is that you are wanting to do, or that just the time isn't right. So I hope this has been useful. This has been my first live. I will schedule some more. Hopefully it will be of interest to you. But thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you again soon. If you've enjoyed this and you think it's a good idea, then please comment and we will do it again. Otherwise, take care, speak soon, and enjoy the start of January in 2026. Take care. Oh, I need to figure out how to actually turn this off now. I'll get there. Thanks ever so much for tuning in. I'll speak to you soon. I was Jen. I'm the Unorthodox healer, and yeah, I'm going to go and play in the snow. Bye.